Garden tour, June 7th, 2023. Here's my 4 rows of garlic, doubled up from what I planted last year. So this is going to be a good harvest this year. This is the first view of the garden this summer. Got a couple beds here with some leafy greens. We've got a bed of some tiny little lettuce, a couple varieties in there, some black-seeded Simpson, some butter crunch, and maybe some romaine. I've put in the tiny little marigolds down here on the end. I put I believe that is echinacea. I just stuck in there. This is a bed of kale here, some little baby kale. Hopefully this perks up quick. Oh, we got a dead one there. Luckily I've got some replacements. The flea beetles are really happy I've planted my brassicas. They're feasting. You'll see when we get to the other end of the garden. Cabbage took a big hit. This is an empty bed, which is going to be pumpkins. This bed here, I just planted a couple of little sugar baby watermelons. There's one. There's another one there. There's another one down there. I'm gonna, at a couple other intervals in between, I'm gonna direct seed some watermelon. So we'll have a couple different successions, excuse me. And this here is some of my smaller pumpkins. This is some Jack B. Littles down here at the end. This is sugar pie in the middle here, and jack-o'-lanterns down here on the end. This here is winter squash with some lettuce interplanted. We've got some butternut down here at the end, and then we've got summer squash at the top of the bed here. This is a bed of cucumbers with some black-seeded Simpson, lettuce in between. Harvest that lettuce and then the cucumbers will take over the bed. This is a bed of zucchini. So these are yellow zucchini down here at this end. Where that stick is, I've direct seeded a plant, so we'll see how that does. These are summer squash. Again, I've direct seeded some right there. And these are zucchini at the top of the bed here with another direct seeded zucchini plant right there where that stick is. Here is, I think I stuck some more echinacea in here. There's a little marigold there. Here is a tomato bed. We've got some tiny little tomatoes in there. I've got some, I believe, arbusins here at the top. Got some leeks in between. Stuck some, last year my Swiss chard did it pretty good underneath the tomatoes, so I stuck some more in here. And I think we've got, what do we got here? We've got some Crimson Cushion beefsteak in the middle. And then we've got some more leeks, and that is probably a Paul Robeson. My seedlings were so tiny that I went to the store and bought a larger one. This is a plant called Ace 55. So we'll see how I like those tomatoes. There's some nasturtium here and here that I tucked in the end of these tomato beds. These are all my cherry tomatoes. Oh, I've got a number of varieties. I think these are Esterinas down here. Again, I stuck some leeks in the middle. We've got some black cherries, we've got some chocolate cherries, we've got some pear cherries, we've got some sun gold cherries. Oh, what else? Some red sweeties up here. This is bean bed, green beans. Got French style green beans on the side closest to me. And on the far side we've got Roma green beans that it doesn't look like we got very good germination, so I might come back and reseed some of those. just to fill in the bed. But it looks like the French green beans germinated pretty well, so I'm happy with that. This is some tiny little celery plants. This will be looking a lot better this fall. My celery did pretty good last year, so I'm hoping for the same thing this year. Needed to get some dill in the ground, so I just stuck some in here at the end of beds. This is, here you'll be able to see what the flea beetles have done to me. I took a hit with the late frost, and then the flea beetles have been feasting. And I've got some scallions, green onions run down the middle. I had some extra Napa cabbage, so I stuck that into some spots where the plants weren't showing any signs of life. Hopefully these ones that have been chomped on will recover. And then this is my bed of purple cabbage, which that late frost combined with the flea beetles just totally wiped it out. So I went to the store and bought some more seedlings. So hopefully the flea beetles lay off, although you can see what they're doing to the radishes that I've got sown down the middle. These are, I believe, French breakfast here. Yep. So hoping for better results from these purple cabbages here. The frost and the flea beetles hit my green cabbage a little bit here too, but I've replanted some of my leftover seedlings, so hopefully I get a reprieve from the flea beetles. Here's some, oh, these are the French breakfast. That other bed was cherry bell radishes. Here's my beets, got decent germination. I planted the far half of the bed with robin, because that's a fast to maturity. This side is Detroit dark red, so those will come a little bit later. Let's see, this is my carrot bed. Got pretty good germination here. I ran peas down the middle again. Stuck a nasturtium at the top here. Let's see, I've got a couple beets. I don't know if those must have seeded off some plants that went to seed last year. This is my bed of red onions. Coming along okay. I seeded some cukes in there the other day. That one does not look happy. Just put some stevia in this bed. Got some little stevia plants here. And this is the yellow onion bed. They're pretty small still, but at the end of the season, they'll be good. And I've got 2 flower beds this year. So this is going to be a full bed of sunflowers. I got even more varieties this year. I got some mammoth sunflowers, some teddy bear sunflowers, some dwarf sunflowers. Stuck a dahlia in there today. This is a bed of what will be a bed of zinnias, a bed of dahlias, and one row will also be a type of daisy. I can't remember the actual species name, but so we're going to expand the flower variety a little bit this year. There's another dahlia I stuck in there. And here is the rye. It's getting pretty close to the point where I'm going to want to knock it down and terminate it. And then, you can see the beds will just extend into where the knockdown rye is. So that's going to be pretty helpful. This rye, you can see that it's in its flowering stage. It's actually getting close to the end of the flowering stage. Let's see if we can get a neat shot through the sun. That's kind of cool. The sun's going down in the background there. Yeah, so we're gonna give this another week, maybe 2, and we'll be looking for the plant to go into the milk stage of its seed development. And that's when I'm going to try to knock these down. It's probably going to be within the next week or so here. So, can't do it with one hand right now, but that's the gist of the rye, and that will become the second half of my garden beds this summer. So, lots going on. It's going to be a busy next couple of weeks, but it's going to be awesome. We need some sun now. We've had plenty of rain, and it's time to get growing. So, happy growing, everybody. See you next time. Bye.